up, guys? Walrus here, and today I would like to talk about something that I've always thought strongly about, and that is people that play engineer, or really even support too, and recon, and they just play it wrong. When I say play it wrong, on support and recon, I mean if you're playing it on an infantry map, recon, you better be playing pretty aggressively, and support, you need to be actually throwing down ammo, which about 80% of the blueberry supports in this game don't understand. But what I would really like to focus this video on today is people that say, well, I can do well with engineer on infantry maps, therefore I can and should play engineer on infantry maps, and I cannot stress enough how wrong this notion is. In this gameplay, you will see me do perfectly fine playing engineer. Does that mean I'm helping my team? No, it does not. People need to realize that when DICE created this game, they did not balance the classes correctly. Okay, you cannot honestly say that the classes are balanced. However, that does create a system in which, and this happened in Battlefield 2, this happened in all the bad companies, there was a couple of classes that were all better than the others. Now, on this particular game, Battlefield 3, it just so happens that the medic class is probably the best class in 90% of situations. Even on vehicle-heavy maps, and when I say vehicle-heavy maps, I'm talking sane, where the tanks, where the helicopters, where they can dominate, it's still good to have a couple medics. Don't get me wrong. Now, on the Armored Kill expansions, when it's just a crap ton of vehicles all over the map, I could see the majority of your team being engineer. But when you're playing close quarters, or you're playing Metro, or you're playing even some of the Aftermath maps, you don't need that many engineers. And on those infantry-only maps, like Metro, you don't need any. On those close quarter maps, there's no reason anyone on your team should be engineer. Now, I know what you're saying. When you're doing this gameplay, you are an engineer, and I did this on purpose. I showed that you can do well with engineer. But what if this was a close game? What if this came down to a couple of tickets only? That would have been decided by the team that had the more medics, the team that could have gotten those revives, and the team with the higher stopping power. Sure, the ACWR is a good weapon, but would I take the AEK M16, even some of the PDWs in this game, over the ACWR in close quarters? Yes, I would. Now, the ACWR, while this video isn't about it, it does have good accuracy, and then therefore you can do pretty well on close quarters, but there are just so many weapons I would rather have, and there's so many tools I would rather have. Okay, what people tend to not realize is that the engineer is absolutely useless as an infantry player. All of their weapons are outclassed by assault weapons. They get a repair tool, which is absolutely worthless. It kills slowly, so you can't even say that it's good for killing people. People tend to think that the RPG makes up for whatever, but they don't realize that against infantry, the M320 is better. To kill with the RPG, you almost always have to get a direct hit. Well, guess what? If you direct hit someone with a 320, they die too. But the splash damage is a lot higher, the radius is a lot bigger, and the damage per that radius is just immensely, exponentially higher. So right there, the 320 is better. Now, you also come with revive paddles, which, if you really want to use that argument, yeah, they can kill people too. But let's get down to the basics of what people are actually going to use it for. Okay, when you are a medic, you can revive people. That takes away a death for them, making them happy. But more importantly, it takes away a death on the scoreboard, which gives your team back a ticket. And this is imperative, especially in game modes that come down to few tickets like Squad Rush and low ticket Conquest and Rush servers. What people fail to realize is that this exponentially makes Medic the most important class in the game. And in doing this, DICE therefore set themselves up for the Medic being the most played class by people that understood its potential. Now, unfortunately, either people are too stupid, and that is unfortunate, to realize the true power of the medic class, or they just don't care, in which case they don't care for their team, and in which case I most of the time, if you ever watch my videos, refuse to go out of my way to revive anyone that's not a medic. And if they're right next to me, I'll revive them. That's quick, easy points, but I'm not going to risk my life to revive somebody unless they're medic too. And I don't see a problem with that, because the engineer can't. And if he was a medic, probably wouldn't know how to revive me. So, I feel no remorse. This is just more of a public service announcement video, backed up by some good gameplay as an engineer. And I don't care how good you are. I would have done better in this gameplay if I was a medic. I would have scored a higher KD, a higher score per minute. I would have been helping my team more. I just made this video, this gameplay to prove that yes, you can play well with engineer, but that doesn't mean you should use it, because the weapons are better as assault, so you would get more kills and kill easier. You can heal yourself or do a high radius of damage when it comes down to it with the 320, and you can revive people. So that just makes the medic so much better than any other class when it comes to infantry combat. And I do think that medics are still very important on big maps like, say, Armored Kill, Caspian Border, or Operation Firestorm. I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
Hostile soldier in your AO. Over.